Quick update on Jasmy for all you Jasmy lovers out there. You all know I love me some Jasmy. Right now we are touching the top of our triangle. See the purple over here? All right, and we are also sitting on support, but it's weak support. All right, kind of what is this all hinges on, of course, is good old BTC. All right, and so I said in my update earlier, just a few minutes ago, about an hour ago, said illiquidity is at an all-time high. We're at 76 to 77% according to Glassnode. Uh, Open futures interests for long positions are also at an all-time high. Um, so it's kind of a situation we don't know whether shorts are going to get squeezed here because of illiquidity or whether long futures might get smashed. And right now, Bitcoin is showing me a bear flag. All right, so I'm bringing this all to your attention because it plays into how Jasmy is going to respond. We are hitting our heads on the blue uptrend line right now, and I've theorized that it's potential that we come down and hit our 36,000 support for Bitcoin. If that happens, you know that Jasmy is going to come down with it. All right, Jasmy will then come down to this 5.9 cents support in our purple triangle. If Bitcoin, instead of hitting our heads on this and then coming down to potentially coming down to 36,000 support, if we can manage to break through to the upside, I want to delete this. If we can break through to the upside of that blue trend line there, then that's going to bode well for Jasmy as well. I don't know that I see bull strength enough to hurdle us over this blue trend line. I mean, if we can get up in this area, I'd be quite happy with what that means for Jasmy. All right. But until we do that, I'm looking at Jasmy potentially coming down and hitting that support at 5.9 cents right down in this area. All right, before we break to the upside of the triangle. And I do think that we will break to the upside of the triangle. Yes, it is always possible that uh, we could have much more deleterious price action, and we could break the bottom of this support. In that case, we would be looking all the way at 4 cents, guys. So that's quite a deal, but it's also putting on quite a hurt for some of you who have been holding this, hoping that we break to the top side of this trend line. And and you always got to be ready for worst case scenario. Hopefully you still have a little bit of cash on the side just in case, because dang, 3.9 cents is what a deal on this. I mean, we've already visited 27. We've already visited, our high has already been up here at 35 cents. So do the math on that. That's 11x. All right. So if we did break down and hit that 3.9 cent mark, my target is 11x from there. It's at, well, not 11x from there, but I mean, this whole area, I think we could, come up into during our next bull cycle, which, as I've talked about, I'm expecting to last through end of March, beginning of May ish, somewhere in there. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Everything I said in the previous video has occurred. There were 3 possibilities. We can eliminate the first one. That didn't happen. Second possibility was we come down to our 7.37 mark and then break out. Still possible that we could do that, though much depends on Bitcoin. Third possibility, I said we come down to 5.9 cents before breaking out. Obviously, there is that fourth possibility that we come way down here to 4 cents before breaking out. I didn't mention that because I don't know how likely that is. But you can't count anything out. Not in this market, no way. That definitely still could happen. All right, take care, guys. Trade safely as you can in this very tenuous and uh, volatile, well, bearish, you know, market. It's kind of a I don't consider it bearish long term, but this short term drawback has been pretty hard on many people. Some cryptos have lost as much as 80% or more. Take Jasmy, for instance. All right. If you were holding this thing, I mean, you guys are holding the bag, and that hurts. And another reason why I am a trader. Just spotted something here, guys, as I'm rambling on. All right. Take a look at this M pattern. This is cool. All right. All right, we've come down here. So the M pattern, usually when you come down to an M pattern, you will come back and hit that middle part. So I'm going to draw a line right there, and I'm going to go ahead and change that another color and thicken it up because it is significant now that I'm seeing this. All right, so we can look for, once we break out of this triangle, to at least come up, to this purple trend line once we break out. And then maybe we come back down. So this would be an area I would look to trade out. All right. And then somewhere down here on one of these supports is where I'd look to re-enter and leverage this position for whatever that amount is on the upside and whatever it is on the downside. Now, of course, I think we will eventually go further up. That's why I have those targets up here. And we've got another major level here. Here's another level I would sell out of. And then let's say we hit our heads on that, come back down, buy at that purple support again, re-enter here. That's the way we do the leverage thing, right? And then you go up. And then instead of just making your whatever it is at this point, 6x, 5x, you could make 7, 8, 9x on trading out and then entering. If you do it the smart way and play these levels, you can do really well, especially with these smaller cap coins that move fast. All right, so hopefully that helps, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next update.